Hello, YouTube. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? I am the Lurker. How you been? Trying to see if I get some peoples up in here. Get some peoples up in this piece to talk a little doo-doo. Up in this piece to talk a little doo-doo. I'll wait a while. I'll smoke my cigarettes and drink my drink. Oh, you know what? Am I even in this motherfucker? My mic on? Oh, it is on. Okay. Hey, Lurker, can you hear me? Because I'm always screwing this up sometimes. Can you hear me? What's up, Shitty Greg? Mike is good. Okay, good. I'm over here trying to get some people who giving me some stuff today. Come in here and talk to me. They said they were gonna come, so I'm gonna wait on them and see what's up. You going live later, Shitty? Cool. Hold up. I want to talk to anybody who wants to come up in here, man. Anybody. Anybody who wants to come up in here, man. Trump fans, Republicans, Strober fans, anybody. I made a couple of little videos in the last 2 days, and they came out in troves. We got a lot to say, but I tell them, come on live and make your point with me live. And I don't know, they get little butterflies in their stomach. They get the little butterflies in their stomach and they don't show up when they say they're going to show up. I had a lot of people do that to me already. I just need one. I need one with some good points to come up in here and talk to me. The link is right there. They can click on it, come up in here. We can talk about anything you want. Today's Sunday. I took care of everything I had to take care of. Ain't got to work tomorrow, thank God. Let somebody come up here. Give me a piece of their mind. Anybody can come. Talk a little. So who's going to be the first? This is open mic night. You can talk about anything you want. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? I wish the people who made the responses on my videos would come up in here today. That would be nice. Because they had some good points and they had some information that was like all wrong. And specifically, I'm gonna bring them out. Hold up. So I got one person. I'm gonna see what this dude's name is. Where is he? Where is he? I got to call this dude out. Where is he? Here he is. Oh no, that's not him. I would love to talk to the dude that told me that Jared Kushner is the one that did the first. He did the first act. That's the dude. I would love to talk. I would love to talk to that dude. And I'd love to talk to the hood conservative. He had a lot of cool things to say, but I'd love to talk to the hood conservative. That guy I would love to talk to. And another person I would love to talk to is What is his name? Where is this dude? Where is this dude? I need to find him. I would love, he just responded to me like not too long ago. I would love to hear from this dude. What is his name? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh man, I think he might have erased his comments when I got at him. What's up, Lurker? I'm trying to get some people in here to talk about Republicans and Donald Trump and Democrats. Anything but Rashida Strober. I'm bored with her already. I'm tired of talking to Rashida. There's this one dude who just hit me up, and I can't find him now. You know what? I know where he is. Wait up. Okay. Oh, here he is. This guy. IROCSS85. So I'm gonna just say IROCSS 85. IROCSS 85. That's the guy I would love to talk to. This dude said, he told me to do some reading, and he says Jared Kushner is the author of the First Step Act, and Trump signed it. That makes it a win for Trump. He said Jared Kushner was the author of this legislation, the First Step Act. Jared Kushner. Oh, I want to talk to that dude. He has no idea. He has no idea what he's talking about. See, he doesn't realize that the actual people who did the First Step Act was Chuck Grassley from Iowa, a Republican, and Dick Durbin, a Democrat. And they threw it out in 2015. But of course, what happened to it? The Republicans gave it a thumbs down. And it almost lost again in 2018. Why? Because the Republicans, a lot of them tried to give it the thumbs down, especially Jeff Sessions. So I would love to see this dude. I don't even know how to pronounce this. IROCSS 85. If you're out there and you're watching, brother, bring it. Matter of fact, let me throw him a little message. Come to my live. If you dare. If you dare. I'm an independent, Lurker. I'm an independent. I'm a registered independent. I don't go for that voting for a Democrat just because he's a Democrat. If he's fucked up, I will vote for a Republican. I don't got nothing against Republican. I only got shit against racist Republicans or racist Democrats. It doesn't matter. Me and my wife are registered independents. I was a Democrat when I first registered to vote, probably about 15 years ago. I was registered as a Democrat. That didn't last long. That lasted about one term, and I registered independent. Because I find that there's a lot of great Republicans out there. That's why I don't understand. So many great Republicans, and they chose Donald Trump. I don't fucking get it. Star power, I guess. I don't know. Same reason they chose Ronald Reagan, you know. So I want to get somebody in here who's possibly a Republican, because I want them to tell me how bad the Democrats are for people of color. Because I always say, you know, I'm not saying all Democrats are perfect and they're good and they're great. There's a lot of them that are fucked up just as much as Republicans. There's a lot of Republicans that are okay. But it seems like in a whole, the Republican Party doesn't seem to care too much about poor people and people of color for some reason, as a whole. And even if there is a Republican who doesn't feel the way as they do, they still vote with them because that they think that's what you're supposed to do. Vote with your party. Even if your party's wrong, you stick to the party. I don't believe in that bullshit. If you're wrong, and that's it. Hey, Lurker, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Or independent like me? Blee, 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 blue. Blah, blee, blue, blee, blue. Yeah, it seems like every time I speak to a Republican, all they got is negativity, and they just always seem to trace it back to show how Democrats have used people of color for so many years. You know what? I'll agree to some of that to an extent. I'll agree that a lot of Democrats do ponder to people of color. But I kind of understand why a lot of Democrats do ponder to people of color and poor people of color. It's because most of the Democrats that you see in Congress today, they came from poverty. They came from the hood. Obama came from the hood. Most of those Democrats came from the hood. Even the Latina ones that are in Congress, the Democrats, they came from the hood. When you look at the Republican Party, I mean, 90% of these people, were born with a silver spoon up their ass. So they don't know what it is to be poor. They don't know what it is to live in a drug-infested neighborhood. They don't know. They didn't grow up on food stamps because they didn't have to. But yeah, just like Republicans, Democrats pander to people of color. They do. They've been doing it for years and years and years. But I always say, without the Democratic Party, even today, people of color and poor people wouldn't have a voice. I mean, shit, black people would still be fucking in bread lines if it was up to the Republican Party. We'd still be drinking fucking water from separate, receptacles. I mean, let's be real. They gun-toting, pickup driving Republicans, but I generally don't vote presidential elections. When's the last time you voted? Gun-toting, pickup driving Republican. That's cool. Republicans, I know a lot of cool ass Republicans, I know a lot of Democrats that are pretty fucked up. I know some radical fucking Democrats actually out here. But all in all, I'm trying to find somebody to get up in here and talk to me, live about anything, especially these two people. So this is why I got on today at 8. I let them know in a video before to see if they can come in here and talk to me. I sent them about 3 messages, and I know he's not gonna come. Once they make a comment and you throw a couple of facts at them, and they realize that they're wrong, they kind of get afraid to talk to you live. Especially the guy who said Jared Kushner was the author. Yo, I can't believe he said that. He said Jared Kushner was the author of the First Step Act. Jared Kushner. I'm like, are you fucking serious, bro? What's up, Gigi? How you doing? What's going on? So I would definitely love to speak to that brother who said Jared Kushner was the author of the First Step Act. That's a dude I want in here like right now. But I know he won't come. He will not come. Wow, 2008, Lurker? That's the last time? Yeah. I voted for the first Bush. I didn't vote for the second one, but I voted for the senior Bush. And people are like, why the fuck you voting for Bush? I mean, Joe, just because I live in this neighborhood and it's 90% Democrat doesn't mean I have to vote with you guys. I just happen to like what, he stood for and what he was talking about. What's up, Ramon? I don't care if it's a Republican. I don't care if it's a Democrat. If they full of shit, I'm not going to vote for them. I am not. Oh my God, I wish that Obama could have went for another term. I think Obama would have won like every fucking 4 years for the next 30 years. I voted for Daddy Bush. Yes, I did. I thought the younger one, he was kind of, I don't know, he was kind of nutty. So I see none of these people that I'm waiting for are coming in. I got a lot of okay, so this is in reference to my video saying Eddie Barrios' response to one of the Latin females who made a comment. So I got another guy who says, listen to this. He says, Trump only pardoned Alice Johnson because she was black. Why do you suppose Harris was elected to be Biden's running mate? Basically, she's saying Biden picked her because she was black. Dems have been exploiting people of color for decades. Look up what LBJ said regarding the black vote. Biden and Harris have a record of being incredibly hard on people of color regarding incarceration, which is bullshit, okay? So I want to explain to you about Biden's past and Kamala Harris's past. They have been hard on crime. They didn't like go after specifically people of color. This was in general. Their stances on crime back in the day were hard. This wasn't against black people. This was against criminals in general. Now, the sentencing phases had nothing to do with Biden and Kamala Harris. The sentencing phases actually had to do with Republicans. The Republicans, the judges, and those DAs and stuff, they're the ones who implemented the sentencing phases unfairly to blacks and whites. That is not the fault of Biden or Kamala Harris. They had hard stances on crime in general, but this guy was trying to make it out like they had these hard stances against specifically people of color and black people, which is bullshit. Oh, come in here, lurker. Let's talk about it. Get your patooties up in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Come on. Come on. No, racial profiling is real, yes. I'm not saying it's not. Racial profiling has always been. That's been since, forever. What I'm saying is what this guy said specifically about Biden and Harris. He says that they specifically made their policies towards people of color, which is a fucking blatant lie. Their policy was in general for crime. They had no say on sentencing phases. A white drug dealer gets 20 years while a black drug dealer gets 30. That's not Kamala Harris and Biden's fault. Yeah, racial profiling will always be. That's here now. Even with everything that's fucking going on, they're still doing it. The United States they're trying to tear it down. But people who make comments like this, just because they want to make the Democrats look bad, it just doesn't make any sense. Biden and Harris have a record of being incredibly hard on people of color regarding incarceration. It's not true. I mean, people who know, they know that's not true. They've been hard on people who commit crimes in general, white or black, you know? But it's those people that are in charge of the sentencing who use that racial profiling, especially in the courtroom, especially judges and DAs and prosecutors. They're the ones who hand out the sentence for the same crime, 2 different sentences, you know? They've been doing that to blacks and Latinos forever, you know? And this act that was passed in 2018, it wouldn't have passed if it wasn't for the Democrats. Because let's be real, Donald Trump had no interest in doing, you know, he had absolutely no interest in signing a First Step Act. You know what I'm saying? And the Republicans, there were some of them on board, but not enough to pass it in 2015. And it failed to pass. It was introduced in 2015. It failed to pass in 2016. They talked about it again in 2017. Not enough people got on board to pass it then. Not enough Republicans. And then all of a sudden in 2018, you know, but the pressure was building, and you know, it feels like they had to say, you know what, let's just pass this. But let's see if this act actually, you know, does something for people of color, because there's a lot of things that are passed that looks good on paper, you know? It looks great on paper, but let's see if it actually helps some people. And then you got another guy saying that the First Step Act were pardons by Trump. No, they weren't pardons. The First Step Act are not pardons. They're not pardons at all. What's up, Dre? 856. What's going on, man? They weren't pardons. These were programs set up to get people, to get good people with good behavior out of jail a little earlier than they would have been let out. And they had to go through these programs to be let out. It wasn't just, oh, First Step Act passed. Okay, you're getting out, you're getting out, you're getting out. No, it didn't work like that. They were not pardons. But a Republican guy for Trump, hardcore Trump guy, said they're pardons. Trump has pardoned. It was a Latina girl who said Trump pardoned thousands of people, and it's like, no, he didn't. Trump has actually commuted 11 people and pardoned 26 people, and Alice Johnson makes number 27. Those are the only pardons to date that Trump has given. Didn't pardon thousands of people. Obama pardoned thousands of people. Obama pardoned blacks, whites, Asians, Latinos. Obama pardoned a whole shitload of people in those 8 years. I mean, there's a list. I can't even post the list. It's too goddamn long. It would be like typing a book, all the people that Obama has actually pardoned and commuted. He's pardoned everybody. A lot of people, drug dealers. That's why when the guy, the Republican, oh, well, she tried to get a pardon from Obama and Obama totally ignored her. I'm like, come on. If Obama pardoned everybody who asked for one, half of the jails in every state would be empty. Trust me, Obama pardoned a lot of drug cases, tons of drug cases. He pardoned so many. Yeah, Trump only got on that because Kim, you know, he gave some ear to Kim, and then all the other pressure. And Trump said, you know what, 9 weeks to election, let me pardon somebody black that the people want pardoned. Trump knows what he's doing. Trump is crazy, but he's not stupid. And you know the sad thing about that is because he pardoned this woman, a lot of black people are probably going to vote for him because of that, and that was the plan. So I could see Trump pardoning a couple of more black people because there's word that Alice Johnson is speaking to Trump about pardoning her friends that she has in jail, all black women. So, you know, if he does that, he's got more black vote. Doesn't matter all the fuck up he did for the last 4 years. Just him pardoning a couple of black folks is going to get black votes. And then when that happens, then they can complain about him for 4 more years if he's elected again. They'll complain how fucked up he is, how racist he is, you know. So that's what's going to happen there. You know, they do these moves and then they're surprised when he does more shit. I mean, this man is fucked up so much in 4 years and hasn't changed. And I don't know, people are still thinking, oh, well, maybe he'll do different this time. No, Trump is an open book. Trump doesn't learn lessons. Trump gets away with everything, and he'll continue to get away with everything as long as he's got the Republican Party to back him. And think about all the pardons that Trump did do, 26 pardons. They were all mostly just suspect shit. And his political allies are all the people he pardoned. Mostly people who helped him cover up his crimes. He said, don't worry about it. Take the blame. I'll pardon you. That's what he's doing. He's going to pardon them all. Except for his ex-lawyer. Because his ex-lawyer doesn't say anything nice about him. So if you kiss Trump's ass and you're going to jail, he'll give you a pardon just for that. Well, it looks like these people are not going to come over here. And nobody's willing to talk today. So I'm going to get the hell out of here. I was hoping one of these people would show up. It matters not the party. There are good and bad in both parties. Yes, there is. They're the same with what your religion you are or not. Good point, Juju. Rashida Pum Pum Stank. B. Murray. I was waiting for somebody to say something about her. Yeah, today I'm not even going to bother talking about that lady. I'm kind of bored with her for a while. I'm bored with Rashida Stover already. It's the same shit over and over and over and over for the last 2 weeks. You're welcome, Gigi. Yeah, there are shitty people on both parties. B. Murray. Her breakout. That was her breakout. That's the only thing she's ever did. She's like on there for like what, a half a minute. B. Murray. Monica befriended Kim in order to release C. Murder, probably. Hey, if the Kardashian can get the president's ear, fuck. Anybody can get this dude's ear. Because they tried to get Obama to pardon Alice Johnson, but I don't think Obama was having it. I think Obama actually looked at her record and says, I grew up in neighborhoods infested with drugs. But he did let out a lot of drug dealers. But he let out, I looked at the record of the people that Obama let out that had drug offenses. They weren't big time. I think one of the biggest ones was fucking cameo and said, Mama, the narrator, even knew her acting was horrible. Yeah, she's not a good she's not a good actress. She's good. You know what she's good at? She's good at just being herself. Because watching her just rant and rave, that's like watching an actress. That's her acting. Her acting. Her career is Uber, and her side job is darkism. That's where she does her acting, when she does her darkism rants. That's pure acting. But Obama, as I was saying, Obama let a lot of drug dealers. He gave a lot of commuted sentences and pardons to drug dealers, people who were in there for, but they weren't compared to Alice Johnson. They were low on the freaking totem pole, you know. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people, a lot of people don't really know the Alice Johnson background. They just read what they read and they go by that. They don't do the research. But, I pulled up Alice Johnson's court transcripts and everything she was accused of. This woman was dealing some major weight. She was dealing major weight. She was dealing with Colombian cartel people. That's how much weight she was dealing. She wasn't dealing dime bags, in the corner on the hood. She wasn't dealing out of a little apartment, slipping little ounces through the keyhole, to the peepholes. I mean, this woman was dealing weight. So, I mean, I don't know if you people know, but a lot of the people that went down with her got life sentences as well. A lot of them did. So, she wasn't an angel, and if she rehabilitated herself and got out, that's cool. But that's not my argument that she got out. That is not my argument. My argument is why she got out. And the only reason she got out, which is great for her because she got to get out. She got out because Trump needed to release some black faces. Trump needed to pardon some black faces because it's 9 weeks away from re-election and he's not doing too good with the black vote right now. But doing what he did right now might change it a little bit for him. Don't be shocked if he wins again, y'all. Don't be shocked. But Alice Johnson was a major player, and a lot of people don't realize she got an unjust sentence, and they don't even know what the hell she did, and they're saying that because they heard other people say it. Check out her record. Maybe Obama didn't even bother to pardon her because of the extent of her involvement in an organization that actually dealt with Colombian cartel. It was no little shit. This lady, you look at her and she looks all innocent in the camera, and people say, "Oh, everybody who grew up in the hood know what's up with people who deal weight. They know what people who deal weight do. They know a lot of people get hurt behind what they do. A lot of people get even killed, addicted, ODs, and she didn't do her dealing and trading in the suburbs. She did this in the hood. She did this in the hood. Like most black drug dealers who deal in the hood, they deal to black people. They sell to black people. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, they are. Black people will vote for him, Ramon Bonton. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of black, especially him setting this woman free. He won himself a trove of black votes just for doing that. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. 100%. Celebrities don't like him, but there's a lot of black people. I mean, there's black people out here that I know are voting for Trump. It's I mean, he's been manipulating people for years and years and years, and he just knows how to do it. I mean, he gets all these people on the Republican Party to take the blame for his crimes. They go to jail knowing that he's going to pardon them. I mean, he can get people to do that. Shit, he can get people to do anything. He tells them, go ahead, take the blame. Don't worry, I'll get you out in 2 months. And gets them out. That's some manipulation for your ass. That's what he does. Kardashians in the White House. That's right, Ramon Bonton. They're now in the White House too. But I guess those people I was waiting for don't want to come up in here. Nobody, they're not coming. I specifically did this live to see if these any of these three people showed up, but none of them showed up. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. Anyways, I'm out. Nobody's coming in, so I'm out. I'm not gonna waste my time. I didn't want to talk to myself today. Black people are never that naive. It's just as useless as Hillary saying she carries hot sauce in her purse. We weren't stupid. You know what, Ramon? I am skeptical with Hillary and Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, before I go, I want to say something about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton fooled the black people, fooled them big time. Because of them, Harlem is 70, like fucking getting to be about 70% white. And you know why black people voted for Bill Clinton? He had some of the black vote. But you know what really made black people vote for Bill Clinton? When he went on the Arsenio Hall show and played his saxophone. He wailed on that shit. He played them blues. That shit got so many black people. Just for him doing that, black people just said, yeah, he's cool. I'm going to vote for this guy. And as soon as they voted for his ass, what did he do? He took his offices up to 105th, 25th Street in Harlem. And what happened? That is the same time the gentrification of Harlem started. Harlem, when Clinton went up to Harlem, it was Black Harlem. 125th Street was full of black businesses, markets, record shop, clothing shops. Clinton moved up there. White people followed them. Started buying up all the brownstones. Then they started doing deals with companies to bring in mega supermarkets, which they put that first mega supermarket up there on a corner of 105th Street and can't remember the exact spot. That supermarket put so many black businesses out of business. Like that. As soon as that thing went up, all those businesses were gone within months. In months, more white people came down. Landlords started raising the rent. Black people who live in their apartments for 20 years, paying $1,000 a month. Now somebody in their building that's white is willing to pay $2,500 a month for the same apartment. So they started not renewing the leases for these black people because they couldn't even afford to pay the rent anyway, because these Jewish landlords and white landlords, even the black landlords, wanted to rent at a higher rate, which makes sense because that's what it's about, making money. But so many black people had to leave Harlem because of this. You know what? Hillary and Trump like to talk to black people like they're idiots. It's hilarious how easy they think we are to manipulation. The fact is that a lot of us are easy to manipulate. Not me. I'm not saying the high percentage, but there are. I mean, it doesn't really take too much. And I'm not saying this about all black people. I'm talking small percentage, but small percentage makes a big difference when election time comes. It makes a big difference. So if Bill Clinton could go on Arsenio Hall and play the fucking saxophone, and right there he gets himself, 100,000 black votes just because he went on the show and played the fucking saxophone. Because when he did that, that shit was epic. Black people lost their minds. Even people I know, they were like, "Oh man, Bill Clinton, he's cool," and they had to vote just for that, not because of his policy, just because he went on that show and blew that fucking horn. That it was that easy. Yeah. So the Clintons, that's why Donald Trump. There's no way that Hillary was going to beat Donald. No way. I wouldn't vote for Hillary. I don't like Hillary. I don't hate her, but I don't like Hillary. And because she's a Democrat, I'm supposed to vote for her. I just didn't like Hillary. And I think the Republicans could have found somebody better than Donald Trump. But like, he bought everything else. He said it on the campaign trail. He knows how government works. He's paid so many of these people off. He said that. And they still voted for him. So I like Chelsea, though. I don't like Hillary, but I like Chelsea. You too, Gigi. Have a good night. Yeah, I like Chelsea. I don't like Hillary at all. I didn't dislike Bill Clinton. I thought he was a cool guy. I don't know. I think Bill and Hillary tried too hard to kiss black ass. And it worked. It worked. It worked for Bill. It worked for Bill. He went on a black show and did his thing, and that was it. Well, he could have did anything. He could have played the guitar, blues. He could have played the bass. It didn't matter. Back then, him doing that alone just got the black vote. But this topic today was supposed to be me talking to some of these people that are always coming at me, but they didn't show up. Like most of them, they don't show up because if you throw a couple of facts at them, they just get lost. They get lost and they go, oh. And especially this dude, I was really waiting for this guy. IROCSS85. I was hoping so much that you came on here, brother, after saying that Jared Kushner was the author of the first act. He said Jared Kushner was the author of the First Step Act. Jared Kushner. Wow. That's some shit. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna say good night to y'all. So these people that I'm waiting for ain't coming in. So y'all peace out. Y'all have a good night. Peace out, Ramon, Gigi, later, B. Murray. Ooh, we got a lot of people in here today. I am the lurker. You have a good night too. Shitty Greg, I know he's gone, but I'll see you next time on your shit, on your live. Y'all have a good night. Peace.